Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic, and welcome to this first inaugural episode of Woo in Review. With me tonight, of course, are the lovely Julie and Elena. You can find both of them here on the Academy at beyondmystic.academy, on Maison Jupiter here on the web, and also, of course, on YouTube. Julie, Elena, welcome back to the show. How are you guys?
Thank
Hey,
you.
Jean-Claude. Hey, Elena. Nice to be
Hi.
here with the both of you.
Excited to have you on, and I'm excited to share with our audience members here one of our first, of course, a Woo in Review. We're going to do more of these as we continue to help people transition from the old world into the new world. Before we get into that, folks, first, thank you for joining us here tonight on this lovely evening. We're starting the broadcast here on YouTube to make a few announcements here and talk about the shows that are here on YouTube, of course. And within a few minutes here, we're going to transition over to our Rumble feed, where we're going to have our other special guest that's also listed on the screen there, just waiting in the green room for us now here too. Of course, you guys know why. So join us in a couple of minutes here. I'll bring that link back down in the chat for you guys here on Rumble for the full uncensored video. In the meantime, Julie, you guys just finished recording the Divine Feminine Oracle show tonight. Talk about that a
Yeah.
little bit. How was the show tonight?
Uh, it was a great show. It's just that I'm having a lot of trouble to speak, and I think it has to do with the Mercury retrograde. But not only that, but also we're in the middle of eclipse season. We just had the first eclipse on April 20th. The second one and the last one of this eclipse season will be on May 5th. So next week, if I'm not mistaken, is it next week?
Right.
Next
Or
week.
the week after? Next week. Okay.
Next
So
Yeah.
this one is going to be in Scorpio. So that's going to be a lot of intense energy. So I feel like I'm already feeling it. And I think Meg and Sophie were already feeling those really heavy energies also. But we had a lot of fun there.
It's funny.
And we
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was going to say it's funny you mentioned that because last night in the show, Janine and I during the pay-per-view, I was like, I couldn't speak. Also, I was having trouble with the slide deck, and of course, there were some issues on the server, and some people can click on the post. So, anyways, yes, it's Mercury retrograde.
Okay. Are you like, do you have issues like multitasking whenever there's a Mercury retrograde? Because I'm not as good as you are multitasking, but I felt like I could not read the chat and talk at the same time. It was like my mind was in overload.
Well, I no, I have to admit, in the retrograde, like it's like I have less processing power in my brain. I guess I can handle less of a load. So even last night too, like I did read the chat, but not as much as I can usually do. So I missed some of the comments. So yeah, no, I agree with you. There was a
Okay,
lot.
thanks for making me feel better.
There's a lot of weird things happening, and also I didn't really sleep last night too. So there's like a weird energies in space. I don't know. Cliff High was saying that we were gonna get hit. I think it was at 6 p.m. On Monday, which was that first hit of these weird energies coming from across the sun and hitting our planet. So that's also thrown into the mix for everyone. Hey everyone, hey Ronnie, hey everybody in the live chat. Thank you so much. Laura says loving the eclipse season. Yeah, okay. There you go. Let's aim for the positive aspects of the eclipses where possible. Julie, what was the takeaway just quickly here for Divine Feminine Oracle show as we wait for people to log in here? For people who haven't seen the show, why should they go and watch tonight's episode?
Well, we were talking about Taurus season mainly and how this Taurus season is very different from the usual Taurus seasons that we have, because Taurus season is all about self-care, taking your time, relaxing, the pleasures of the five senses. But this one, it has a little bit more tension to it because obviously it's in the middle of the eclipses and also Mercury's retrograde. But I feel like one of the main theme, and go watch the show if you want more details. I made beautiful slides for you guys. But I feel one of the main themes is getting your finances in order, which is what I did today. And I feel really good about that. So
okay,
it has a lot of positives too.
Okay, very good. And folks, if you're looking at the schedule for this week, we did some last minute changes here. Actually, that's on the right side. I thought I changed that. Hold on. Yes, now it's there. Okay, so the Beyond Crypto Woo, instead of Saturday, is now on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. I still have the question of the Bruce Sees All episode that's supposed to be on Friday too, that is not yet plugged in there. But so far, so good. I think this is the schedule for the week. It's quite a packed week, as you can see. And don't forget to join us tomorrow for the IAP, for the Astro Woo recording, if you guys want to join us live for that. And of course, at 4 p.m., the Astro Decode with Julie and Meg. That's going to be on Maison Jupiter's website. And of course, tomorrow night, Jenny and I will be back for the Beyond the News. And there's a lot of weird shit going on in the news right now, so you don't want to miss that. And if you you haven't seen it already, also please do go check out the quick draw from today. We looked at the Tucker Carlson story in more detail. That was really fascinating, and also the energies and perhaps this idea of weird things happening in the next couple of days and maybe weeks. So you don't want to miss this episode if you haven't already seen it. Of course, all free here on our Rumble channel. Okay, so guys, we're about to start on the Rumble feed here. So let me bring the link right back down in the live chat here on YouTube. So there you go. You see the link there. So folks, thank you for joining us. Now, please join us on the Rumble show here. We are going to continue the simulcast there in 3, 2, and